And turning to Bryan, who, it's so great because most of the time you are either in London, Paris, or New York performing.
That's true,
But
yeah.
you're doing your own thing because you live here, thankfully, and you and your wife, Irene, and your family. But when you're here in New Orleans, you're kind of producing your own projects.
Yeah, I
aren't
mean, we opera has been, you know, classical music and classical arts, I would say, in general. We're losing our audience, and we are hoping to gain just new audiences and younger audiences. I mean, we're all, you know, in our 30s, well, mid to late 30s now. But you know, and so we did music kind of all of our lives, and so we understand why opera can be moving, and it's so much more than just beautiful music. Yes, it is that, but it's not just that, you know. And I think we started Opus Opera with our partners Christina and Patrick Comer. And we're all music majors, but have gone on to do, they've gone on to have their family and to do other things in the tech industry here in New Orleans. And so we wanted to kind of give back in a way. And so we came up with this, and so we always pair opera with other stuff. So our first one was wine. We did a wine tasting and opera tasting. 8 wines, 5 minutes of music, only 3-ounce portions. Otherwise, nobody would have made it out of that restaurant. But then in the second one was philosophy and music, and then we did spirituality and music at the Ursuline Convent on Good Friday, a Tenebrae service. And then this one that we have coming up is circus arts and opera. So a lot of the opera hits, you know, shows, arias and things that you might not know the name of, but you certainly know the tune. And we paired up with Elizabeth Rose and Fly Circus Space. And so for each aria, we have different, there's duo, trapeze, there's hand balancing. We have some clowns, mimes. They're more clowns, I guess, in the European tradition of clowning.
A little Cirque du Soleil inspired.
Yeah, I don't know if we go calling it Cirque du Soleil so much. We don't want any problems there, but
No.
you know, it's that idea.
Yeah.
It's that idea of combining arts, you know, together.
But they're not opera, so.
But exactly, they're a circus. That's in their name. We're an opera, and it's our name. But it's very much that kind of thing. And we just wanted, you know, it's going to be opera like certainly like New Orleans has never seen. And also,
you're doing this at the
we're doing it at the Civic Theatre,
yeah,
which is a beautiful space. We just got in there a couple months ago, and someone has suggested it to us, and it's great, and they've been really helpful in working with us, and it's just large enough, you know, 665 seats in there. You know, we want it to be a situation where people can feel not overwhelmed by 3 hours of a story in a foreign language in a big, huge theater that seats, you know, thousands of people, and you just feel a little bit too far removed. I mean, I remember when I first heard Kirk Redmond, who is a local boy who was at the Metropolitan Opera, when Drew, who's going to play for me in a little bit, brought him to St. Anne when we were, I guess, maybe 8, 9 years old. And Kurt came and sang for us. And I remember going home and talking to my mom and saying, this guy came and sang today. I don't know what he was saying, but he kept saying mama, and he got really red in the face, and there's a lot of passion, and it was really loud, but also just such a complex sound, you know, and you can hear that in a small space. And so what we're hoping to do is invite people to come in, and you don't have to bite off such a huge chunk of opera, as it were, and come and have fun. It's a family-friendly show, you know, and everybody's invited. We're really looking forward to it.
So this, of course, is June 2nd.
Yes.
And one night only.
One night
because
only.
You're in and out a lot.
I am. I'm leaving for London.
And your wife is singing, too,
She's singing as well.
Irene?
Christina, who is our partners, and then we have a baritone, who's coming from Dallas.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so glad because actually Bryan is performing for us tonight from the opera Pagliacci, having to do with clowns and circuses, and he's singing Vesti La Giubba, accompanied by pianist Drew Montague.
Recitare mentre il preso dal delirio non son più quel che dico e quel che faccio eppure dopo ti va. Sei tu forse un uomo. Tu sei pagliaccio. Vesti la giubba e la faccia in farina, la gente paga e ride vuole qua. Se Arlecchino ti vuole colombina, ridi pagliaccio e ognuno applaudirà. Tramuta in lazzi lo spasimo ed il pianto, in una sola fila il singhiozzo e il dolore. Ridi pagliaccio sul tuo infranto. Ridi del tuo che t'avvelena il cor.
Wow. A reminder that you can catch Bryan performing with other great opera stars. That's next Saturday, June the 2nd, during Opus Opera Presents Mystique. And that's at the Civic Theatre, and tickets are available at opusopera.org. And by the way, special thanks to Hall Piano in Metairie for moving our baby Gran into our studio today. We really appreciated that too.